Yeah.
Southwest Airlines flight makes emergency landing in Denver after engine falls apart of Boeing 737 plane.
Dude.
We have the clip, Rob. Can you play this clip?
Could you imagine, Tom? Look, we're sitting next to each other, and that's happening.
For Southwest 3695, and we'd like
Would you be freaking out?
What do you mean? I'd be praying a line. That's the freaking the engine, the outer part of the engine. That might be a windshield. What the hell was that, dude? What?
But they're about to take off.
No, they landed emergency landing.
Shit.
So a Southwest Airlines flight made an emergency landing in Denver after an engine cowling fell off and struck the wind flap during takeoff. The Federal Aviation FAA confirmed the incident, stating Southwest Airlines flight 3695 returned safely to Denver International Airport. The Boeing 737-800 was towed to the gate. The FAA will investigate. Southwest Airlines released a statement prioritizing safety. Our customers arrived at Houston Hobby on another aircraft approximately 3 hours behind schedule. We apologize for the inconvenience of the delay, but place our highest priority on ultimate safety for our customers and employees. Vinny.
Boeing has become the DJ Khaled of airline mishap. It's like, and another one. It just doesn't stop.
We're the best.
Yeah,
no, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're the worst. And do you guys remember about a month ago, I said, sitting right here, it's going to be only a matter of time till, God forbid, something bad happens. And it's like every week, literally, there's another mishap with Boeing airplanes. They're falling apart. And I wanted to ask you, PBD, when it comes to because you interviewed the lawyer, right? He was sitting here. You guys had your one-on-one. Do you believe that this guy, what was his name? The whistleblower that suicided himself. I don't believe it. I 100% believe somebody of a powerful nature off the guy, made it look like he killed himself. And somebody told me the other day a really good point. That lawyer, now he's saying, you represent this client, you're saying, oh yeah, 100% he killed himself. How do you know? It almost seems as if you were paid aftermath, just shut up, just let it go. Here's some money. Just say that he was. So, did you believe this guy when he sat here and told them? I'm very curious.
I mean, the commentary was terrible of what people said about him. The way he was giving his answers.
Like, what do you like?
He seemed like a nice guy, but at the same time, some of the stuff that he was saying, he says, no, he was always a Boeing fan. I said, is he a man of faith? Was he a man of faith? And he says, yeah, he was a man of faith. I said, then why would a man of faith commit suicide? If he believes in God, you know. Well, was he a pretty optimistic guy? Yes. So why did you guys ask him to stay for one more day? I think it was in New Orleans or wherever the
deposition
was.
On Saturday, yeah.
So why'd you ask him to stay one more day? Well, he chose to do that himself. And then when they called his mom and dad said, hey, he really wanted to come home. And there's just a lot of weird stories with that. Now, he's not the only one. There's another guy. They're representing multiple whistleblowers, not just one person. So it's not like the level of dirt that maybe they're doing something dirty. I don't know about that. Could a Boeing come to them and offer something on the side and play dirty? Of course they could do something like that. The company lost how much money over this incident? Did you see it? Can you type in Boeing market cap? I think the number we did was $40 billion.
$40 billion?
Yeah, they lost nearly. Go to market cap. Can you go to market cap? Go 6 months. Go 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost $50 billion.
$40 billion. So it doesn't. So when people are like, you guys are crazy, they would never. I don't think people understand. Whacking one guy that's making you lose $40 billion, because look at the timing. He just killed himself, suicided himself, and now every week planes are falling apart. Everything that he said corroborates everything that he's saying. Then they can't shut down all the planes. They can't ground all these flights. They'd go bankrupt, Tom.
Well, I want to hear the FAA research on this, because there's two sides to it. The first side is we have got whistleblowers saying that there are quality issues at Boeing on new planes that are being sold to U.S. airlines that we are sitting on flying from here to there.
Yeah.
Which scares the hell out of you. The second part of it, when the United, and I said this before on the podcast, when that United flight lost a wheel, it was improperly attached by the ground crew. They changed the tire on the plane and they didn't, it was put in place and it wasn't bolted down. So the plane goes down the runway, takes off, and the wheel fell off. And the wheel just like, whoops, Fred's on the
Oh
ground.
my-
Hey, I'm back from lunch. I want to bolt that thing down. Where's flight 270? It's right there, dude.
Yeah, my God.
And there's the tire. And so the question you have here.
How much of this is, Tom, the fact that, when you go, you think about a car, you see it everywhere. You're like, oh, I'm going to buy a Bronco. I don't ever saw Broncos. No, so you see Broncos everywhere. How much of this is the fact that the moment the story came out, now every week there's a new story? Or was it the fact that these stories were always there, we just never paid attention to it?
I think that some of these were there. Certainly not.
Dude.
Certainly not flames shooting out of an engine and the which was an engine failure. It was doing what it's horrible. But there's another side to this, is the airlines squeezing a lot of profit out of things. And they've had very contentious labor negotiations with the mechanics unions. And I think you've got some sloppy maintenance that have been happening on here. And on one hand, you got Boeing. On the other hand, you got airlines trying to squeeze profit out and sloppy maintenance.
Yeah, but you know
I think
what?
there's two sides to this.
And
Both sides scare the hell out of me. The sloppy maintenance scares the hell out of me more than the Boeing aircraft at this time.
This is like, by the way, stuff like this, if I was Spirit Airlines, this makes Spirit Airlines now, like I would do a commercial and be like, Spirit Airlines, yes, our staff is rude. And yes, we even charge you for.
No. It's like,
But at least we'll get you there.
Yeah, and yes, we even charge you for emotional baggage.
yeah.
But hey, our shit doesn't fall apart at 30,000 feet.
Spirit Airlines, the airline that can't afford to crash.
And then another thing to consider is the stock buybacks. You follow the money here, but in 2017, during the Trump tax cut, a lot of companies were flush with cash, and they didn't use it to invest into R&D or into improving workers. What do you call it? The
Training or whatever.
training,
I suppose.
exactly,
Yeah.
or anything like that. They went and lined their pockets, and their decision. And then Boeing, they were more interested in their stock price going up than their plane staying up. So this is on the airlines. This is on the CEO. This is on the manufacturing. This is also on. Everybody's to blame here. And then the coup de grace is now everybody's got a smartphone and social media, and they can just post it, boom, and it hits the airwaves. And they better act right, or one of these guys are going out of business.
Fortunately, the FAA is a government agency, and the Secretary of Transportation, his past work experience, he has a PhD in aeronautical engineering. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Pete Buttigieg?
He was a small-town mayor. I misread that.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.